Hey, what's up? What's going on? It's your girl, Mary Jane. Please like, comment, subscribe to my YouTube channel. It'd be greatly appreciated from the bottom of my heart, my peeps, my peoples. So let's talk about Black Ink Crew Chicago, Season 3, Episode 11. I am back from vacation. I'm home now. So let's talk. Let's talk about like this, Kat is she's out in Los Angeles chilling or whatever, and she's chilling with her sister, and she's trying to, get some Hennessy on the rocks, some shot of Hennessy, because we know Black Ink Crew loves Hennessy from Chicago to New York. Black Ink. So anyways, they don't have Hennessy, they don't have chicken wings. I was told a long time ago certain bars and restaurants won't serve Hennessy because they're trying to keep a certain clientele away, even though there was a lot of people there at the bar or the slash restaurant where Kat was at with her assistant that have melanin in their skin or whatever. I don't know if they was there because it was VH1 taping, but Kat was turning up and she was dancing all wild like they do at Black Ink Chicago. We know how Charmaine danced. We know how Danielle danced. So, Kat felt like doing that at the spot. She had the dude shaking her butt all up on him and all that other stuff. She was shaking it, and all the other girls are looking like, where's this trashy mess from? I was like, oh no. But anyways, they was not feeling Kat. Kat tried to ask them if they want to get some drinks, if they want some free liquor because they got nothing but liquor. And it was like, no, we don't dumpster dive. Basically, that's how they was acting. Boy, wasn't that shade. And they didn't even really want to be on camera, but they got their camera time by turning their nose up. I don't know if production told them to turn their nose up and act stank. But it is what it is. And then Kat, she gets a phone call, and they letting her know that her rent will double and she has to pay it soon. And they was saying to her like, hey, listen, what you was being charged before, it was a good deal, it was a good price, but no longer, because there's a new I guess agency that's coming to take over a property, consultant company or property management company taking over, and they're going to double her rent ASAP. and if she doesn't want to pay the rent, she gotta move ASAP. So it's like no fair warning or nothing. That's crazy. So now she gotta come up with $6,000 a month. That's a lot. Hopefully, she's doing more than $6,000 a month, but it seems like all her business, all her money that she probably will make will be going into the business. So she better try to tattoo out of her house or put up a stand. I don't know. That's a lot of money. I don't know how much money she makes, but that is a lot. And I'll be like, yo, I'm the building location will be filmed on VH1 Black Ink Crew. You can put your property management signs up all over the place and you get free advertisement. Like, come on, can't do this to me. That's a lot. And so then we get back to Chicago and we have Phor. He's about to do a tattoo. He's still nervous because of the last tattoo he did on the woman, where it does not look like her son. She said it didn't look like her son. The daughter said it did look like her son. I said in my last video, the face, if he could have made the face a lot smaller, maybe that would have pleased her or put some color into it. But didn't Phor give Charmaine mother a tattoo and it looked terrible? I gotta go back and find out, but I don't know. But Phor, I think he can tattoo, so whatever. And so, Ryan's trying to talk to Phor and say, hey, listen, we had this conversation about 5 years ago or a long time ago when he wanted to give up on tattooing and just focus on music. And Ryan was like, I'm not going to let you get up. Ryan seems like he's a big brother. He's the father. He's a support system of the people in the shop. But it seems like Ryan needs some support because the damn man had a heart attack not too long ago. Like, yo, support Ryan. And so, Phor does a tattoo and it's dope. It's cool. It's three clocks with a hand on it. Some woman wanted a tattoo representing her baby. She wanted to get rid of her tramp stamp. Yep. So she did. So then we get Don and Ashley. Don and Ashley, they go to the doctor. They find out that, Ashley's going to have a high-risk pregnancy or whatever because her iron is low. Eat some collard greens, eat some kale, eat your greens, girlfriend. So anyway, she might need a blood transfusion. She might need something. She's having a high-risk pregnancy. This is wearing on Don. This is a lot of things going on with Don that, he's under a lot of pressure. And then we learn about his sister and stuff like that. So he's kind of in the position where Ryan was with the stress from the family, from the outside, the stress from the shop. So Don is kind of stressed. He got a lot going on. So anyways, we get to Charmaine. Charmaine's gonna be getting her own little radio station. I go to photo terrible, terrible. Like Danielle, if you styling people like that, so I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm rooting for you, and I hope everything goes well with you or whatever. But we'll see what happens with that situation. So I'm like, that's just crazy. So, anyways, they do. Charmaine and Danielle are doing a photo shoot or whatever for Charmaine's radio station because she got her job back and she's making money. She's doing her business, but her attitude stinks. She needs to fix her attitude, especially the attitude that she is displaying on this show. This episode is not a good look. When you was crying with Cobra about her father at the lake house and making amends, wearing her sunglasses, that's the type of look that you want. And also, Charmaine says she tells Danielle that she wants to be classy. She wants to have a classy, type of look. She wants to look proper. She wants to look decent. So you know what? Have a decent attitude to go on with that, because you can put a pig in a dress. What is it still? A pig. So So Cobra says that Cobra's talking about that she wants a tattoo and all this other stuff. And Don, he's sleeping, he's tired, he's stressed out. So it's Cobra, Don, and Ryan. They in the shop. And so, Don kind of wakes up after Ryan wakes him up. And Don was like, so Ryan's like, what's going on with you, man? What's happening? So it seems like Ryan is like the father of the shop. He just got through pep talking, Phor. Now he's about to listen to Don's concerns, and Don let us know that, Ashley's having a high risk pregnancy and all this other stuff. And then he tells us about his sister, her going through depression, her going through trials and tribulation, her going through so many different stages in her life that were negative as a child and then as an adult, and now she's not in a safe place, where I believe her sister's in some type of facility, and he's not sure if he wants her to come home or if she's ready to come home or not, because he's never seen her over the ledge like this before in her life. So he's worried and he's concerned, and he wished that he could have did something for her to make her life better. And he's just like, she's been through so much, and she probably really did have a very difficult childhood. It's probably a lot of factors in the situation, especially with mental illness and having, difficulties and not having the right support that you do need, or not being able to talk to people. So that's when Cobra jumps in, and she says she's going through the same thing. She's over on the ledge all the time, but she's looking for a family, she's looking for love. People don't understand her. She was like, I suffer all the time, I don't know what to do sometimes. And we know Cobra is dealing with losing. She's still going through the process of mourning. Then on top of that, being on this TV show, and then hooking up with a slimy individual named Lily. Lily, knew people like Lily know how to prey on certain different people and prey on their emotions and take advantage of them, because they can seek the weakness and people. That's why Lily went towards Junior, because he has a little weakness in him too. Because in the beginning, the way that Lily was acting, getting tore up, messed up, and intoxicated and everything, and then causing the arguments in the restaurant and different things that she did do, he would have went packing, especially when she came out with all her baggage. Her family kicked her out of the apartment because of a certain reason, but he didn't let her move in with her. So Cobra let Lily move in with her. So Lily knew she got a perfect victim to take advantage of. But Cobra also has to stand up for herself as well. Like when she said that she double paid for that watch, like she paid them triple for the watch and wasn't even worth that much. They played her, and then on top of that, they're gonna still call her a thief. Danielle and Charmaine exclusively picking at Cobra, because Cobra has this atmosphere around her, this euphoria around her, where, hey, pick on me, treat me bad, I'm the sucker, I'm this, I'm that, I'm not going to stand up to you, I'm going to be quiet. But you know what, she can stand up verbally. That's what she should do, and put them in their place. But she's not able to, because she doesn't like the battle. She doesn't like challenges like that or confrontations. And plus, she just wants to fit in at this shop, and it looks like it's going to be difficult for her. And so that was just like crazy and sad or whatever. So it's just like, boy, these people, they be going through so much, and I feel bad for, Don's sister. That's really like a sad situation, especially she's a young girl. You seen the pictures are in my slideshow. She's like, damn, man, everybody be going through it sometimes. And so then we get to Kat as she goes to her boyfriend's house, and she tells her boyfriend, hey, listen, this is what I'm going through. They're doubling my rent. I can't afford it. The boyfriend was like, well, then you're gonna have to cut your expenses. I guess her boyfriend is saying, well, you need to, cut your, you got two people working in the shop. I guess get rid of one. And he was like, you need to cut your expenses. This is no pity party over here. People go through this every day. And Los Angeles, it's hard out here in these streets. It's hard. It's expensive. So basically he was like, yo, you should have researched the information. You should have did everything that you're supposed to do before you came out here. You know what I mean? Like, he's not supportive at all. Like, he don't even want to listen to her thoughts. Like, sometimes you have to compromise and listen to what she had to say. Listen to her, hold her, hear what she has to say, and then hey, baby, you're gonna get through it. It's all right. You know what? I got your back. I hope you look for some places, or if you want to stay, like, maybe we can do a budget. But he's not supportive at all. He was like, this is not a pity party. I don't have no violin. And sometimes you need the tough love, but at that time she didn't want tough love. She just wanted the love of her boyfriend and support of her boyfriend at the time. But he felt like he was doing something great by showing her tough love. I don't know if he was doing it for the cameras, if he wanted to come off that way. He didn't want to come off weak. He didn't want to come off Karen. I don't know, but it wasn't a good look. And so I think Kat should be moving forward. So Kat leaves. He was like, oh, you gonna leave like that? She was like, yeah, I'm gonna leave like that. Like, yo, I don't feel good, and you don't make me feel any better. Like, when you come to your loved one, you come to your boyfriend, you're looking for that moral support, you're looking for that kindness, you're looking for that gentleness, and you don't get it. It's like, why am I gonna sit around, because I feel even worse than coming here before I did. So I'm leaving in a worse predicament than I was before I came to see you. But I was coming to see you so we can cuddle and warm up. He wasn't feeling it. He was like, I'm gonna show you tough love. Unless they edit it and they cut the part where he was being emotionally supportive to her and being there for her emotionally. And maybe we just didn't see that part. They just wanted to show us the jackrabbit side, So who knows? And so Zach seems like he ain't got love if you got problems with support. It's not like she was asking Zach for any money or anything. She just wanted some moral support, some emotional love, some emotional Karen or whatever. So, but he was like, this ain't no pity party. I ain't got no violin for you, so keep it moving. And she was like, I will keep it moving. So she left. She went on her merry old way. And so then I was just like I was like, too much. And so he was like, I don't want to hear your sob story. I was like, no, And so we get to Nikki and Phor. They're at home feeding each other in bed or whatever. They're having their romantic. Everything is going good since they got rid of the cousin Janelle. Whoever she was, she's disappeared. Everything's been going good. But now Nikki wants a key to Phor's apartment. He was like, yo, your tampons, your pads, your hair, your weave, everything you own is basically here. Why do you need a key? Well, if everything that she owns is basically at your house, maybe you should just give her a key because she already lives there, basically. But he was just like, nah, he just want to keep something to himself. He wants to feel like he still have power in the relationship, that she hasn't overtook him in the relationship, or he still has something that's his. So basically, he wants space, like Don wanted space, and now Don don't want no space no more. You know what I mean? So he was like, nah, and she was like, well, I feel like you don't really want to be with me. I don't feel like you really love me. I don't feel like we really there yet. I don't have that leash. You don't want a leash around somebody's neck. Nobody's an animal. Nobody needs to be tamed. You don't need a leash. Your leash should be love, respect, trust, and honesty. And caring. That's what your leash should be. So, but anyways, it's not to her. She needs power and control. Like I said, I talked about Nikki plenty of times. Nikki needs to date somebody that is in the streets. She's a down ass chick. She is, hood, but she got her own business. But she's like the type of woman that, I wouldn't want anybody that, that are close to me or any of my peeps dating or whatever, because she can go from 0 to 100 and get violent and not see the whole situation. Like, sometimes logic don't click into her brain set. She acts off of emotions all the time, and that's not good to come from a place where any type of decision or any type of move that you make, it's off of emotion. You can't see the clear picture. But obviously she got some things going together, because she has her own salon, she has her own business, so she's pretty much doing good. It's just that she has insecurities, and she feels like she has to control the situation, and sometimes Phor puts her in a situation where she has to take control. So sometimes Phor wants her to be in control, and sometimes he doesn't. It needs to be equal out. He got to step up too, because sometimes Phor acts like a child. So, in my opinion, this is all my opinion. And so they gotta wait on that key thing and let it be. They kiss, they move forward. So then Charmaine, she's at the shop. Charmaine, Van, and Danielle and Lily, they're at the shop or whatever. And that Charmaine was like, I haven't seen you, Lily. Where you been? I haven't seen Junior. Where Junior been? I hope Junior's with another chick, because Lily is a no-go. So she was like, oh, I've been staying away because you guys in here, I got into a fight with Cobra, and it was this, it was that. And she was like, Cobra talks this, Cobra says that about you, Cobra says this, and and Charmaine was like, so what did she say? And so so basically Lily is just trying to start trouble, and she went there with the intent to start trouble and get these girls rowdy towards, Cobra. I hope Cobra evicted Lily from her apartment. I know she never paid her rent. I know she didn't, because she ain't even been in here tattooing. We haven't even seen Lily tattoo. She only tattooed once, and I was her auntie. Other than that, she hasn't been tattooing. She's been busy getting drunk and having sex with Junior and having sex with Plug and making out with Plug and making sure Plug gets a plug on VH1, talking about he's a producer, he's a rapper, he's this and that, and she's kissing him. So from off jump right there, you betrayed Junior and you ain't no good. But anyways, she was like, Cobra went behind my back and she got on my business and she told Junior something she shouldn't have told him. And, she be talking about all y'all. Somebody that has the intent and the ill will to go start drama at work is a child. She's vindictive, but that's the type of situation you're going to get yourself into when you put a person like Lily in your apartment. And then on top of that, when Cobra did tell Junior, like, hey, yes, I did see him at the apartment, that was the chance that Cobra took, that, this can go really negative with Lily, because they live together and they work together, and she works with Junior, and she's known Junior longer, but she probably got a more close of a bond with Lily, because Lily is living in her house and they're painting, they get drunk together, they do all this other stuff. And Lily was kind of like low-key flirting with Cobra, trying not to pay that rent, because rent's due today, baby. And so by her talking to Junior, telling Junior the info, that was the chance that she was gonna end up taking, whether if Junior said her name or not, that was gonna get back to Lily. And you live with this lady that is gonna go wrong, and it did go totally wrong. And Lily was in there trying to get everybody against her, and basically she did, but she didn't tell him exactly what Cobra said or whatever. So it's just shady. And she was like, oh, we got into a fight and she trying to get my ex involved. Now she messed up my situation with Junior. You messed up your situation with Junior when you went to go see Plug and make out with him, and then go on Instagram and post it, and then bring him to the house and make out with him and have sex with him, whatever you did with him. So you messed up with Junior, because once Junior see the footage of this show, he would have left you, point blank, period. But the problem is Cobra jumped in, and she didn't really jump in. She was kind of like forced, because now she has a co-worker and she's with her boss and she's trying to be family with these people. Lily, you are a new addition. So she ended up telling Junior, like, yeah, I know who the dude is, and I seen him at my house before, but I don't know if they have sex. Your guess is good as mine, but you be the judge. Which, I knew that was gonna just blow up. So now Cobra is dealing with the consequences of actually helping out Junior. When Junior was kind of disrespectful to Cobra when he was at Cobra's house making out with Lily on the counter and shit like that. That was disrespectful. But remember, Ryan said that it's not a good idea for Cobra and Lily to live together because one is OCD and the other one throws up all in her hair. So it's a bad situation. Lily's out for revenge. I don't know where Junior's at. He wasn't even on this episode. He must feel real hurt because he fell in love with a crazy woman. So a crazy woman that's vindictive as well. And you know what they say about crazy people? They have good, sex. So I guess maybe she has good sex. Who knows? So now everybody's back with the highness of disliking Cobra now. Like, they are disliking Cobra now, and Lily's like, oh, she crossed me, she's dirty, she's this, she's that, she's been playing y'all, she's been talking about you guys, you won't believe what she said about you. And then Cobra walks in right when they're having a conversation. And so basically Charmaine is confronting Cobra, and Lily's confronting Cobra. Like, I told them what you've been saying about them, so are you gonna tell them or I'm gonna tell them? And so that's when Charmaine turns around with that terrible blonde wig on, total mess, like turns around with her Hennessy in her cup and was like, I want to know what you said about me and my cousin. What you said about me and my cousin? And so poor Cobra. And Cobra was just a day ago expressing all the terrible things that she's going through in her life or whatever, but it don't mean nothing to these chicks right now. This is all Danielle needs. And Van, he's sitting there and he's just eating this up because Van like gossip. He likes gossip, and plus Van is not gonna go against Charmaine or Danielle, I don't believe, because they had his back when him and Ryan was going at it or whatever. So so Cobra comes in, and she was like, you've been messy, so tell me the messiness that you've been doing, the stuff that you've been saying behind our back. Cobra was like, you know what, you guys, keep accusing me of stealing this watch, trying to steal the watch after I paid for it. So I was just expressing how I felt about the situation to Lily, and you know what I'm saying? That's it. And she was like, and so I was like, no, I want to know what you said. So you talking about us? I didn't know you had a problem. And Lily was like, you want me to tell him? I'll tell him. I was like, oh my God. It's just like, and so Lily was like, Cobra is Lily's just like, she's all in emotion because she know these girls don't like it. So this is the best way to get revenge. Have these girls come and confront Cobra because she knows Cobra weaknesses. She know Cobra's scared or whatever, blase in the third. So anyways, but when I guess, Cobra and Lily was having a good relationship and it was private and they were talking. But I guess since Lily feels that since Cobra went and told on her or whatever, or confirmed the rumors that Junior seen on IG and saying that, Plug was at the house, that whatever confidence that they had between each other is over. So that's the chances you have to take when you are trying to help somebody in their relationship, and you actually have to inform them that some negative stuff is going on, because it can come and backfire and blow up in your face, especially if the backfireness lives in your place and not paying rent. I believe she's not paying rent, allegedly. So Cobra was like, I'm leaving, I want to leave. And Charmaine was like, why are you leaving? Oh no, running away. And then as Cobra is leaving, she was like, all Charmaine, and especially Charmaine, all they wanted to do was get some information on me so they can come at me and all of a sudden any little thing. So now everything's blown up. And then Lily's sitting there, it's in a slideshow. Lily's just sitting there like just smiling and happy because she know what she did was wrong. She know what she did, and she knew the type of revenge that she was going to get at Cobra, and she did. Just like she felt like Junior was cheating on her, so she went to go have sex with Plug, so whatever. So anyways, Cobra goes to meet her girlfriend, Velvet, and they're chilling, whatever, and they're drinking. Velvet is, a straight slut bucket. Oprah showing her breasts, showing her underwear, showing her nipples or whatever, getting Cobra messed up, talking about Cobra, don't worry about this. Cobra's talking about, I want to leave Black Ink Crew, and Velvet's like, nah, you can't leave Black Ink Crew. I need this camera time because you know what, when I get on stage and I strip, I get more money. I'm like a celebrity in the strip club now because I'm on Black Ink Chicago, so you can't quit your jobs, girl. I'm using you too, just like Cobra was using you. So just like Lily was using you. Because we find out that next episode, Velvet's going to be telling Phor and the other guy that, hey, listen, that her and, Cobra not in a real relationship. She really loves, the penis. That's what Velvet says. So we'll be seeing that next episode. But anyways, they turn up and, Velvet's talking about, let's get dirty. Let's get down and dirty. Let's go hang out or whatever. So she has a dress kind of like unbuttoned. Then, Cobra puts Velvet on her back because Cobra is carrying her, because she's carrying her on this show. She's giving her camera time where she can get extra dollars in them G-strings, and she's able to flaunt her body so she can have people come to the club and see her. So Cobra carries her out on her back, her all butt open, legs spread, ego. It's a mess. Trashy. Straight up. So anyways, that situation is over, and it's just like, oh. So I was like, oh my god, Velvet is not a good look for Cobra. So anyways, Charmaine, she gets home with her boyfriend, whatever. Things ain't good in paradise right now because he thinks Charmaine talks about her job too much, and she's too much of a businesswoman to him, and she's not giving him attention, and he's not feeling it. So I guess they're gonna work it out or whatever. So Charmaine goes to the shop and she tells everybody, she's talking about, I suck my man's all the time. Ryan walks in and Ryan was like, oh my god. And it's like, Ryan, step on, come back in. Ryan comes back in. And then Ryan goes, I know you a dirty dog, Charmaine, but you really gotta be a dirty dog? It was like, God. He was like, you don't have any privacy. You don't leave anything to the imagination. It's something that anything you won't share. Like, it's like crazy. But before then, we get to Nikki. Nikki is walking in on a studio session with Phor and Johnny Blaze or whatever, and Phor is telling Nikki to go make them type of noises, moaning and things like that. I don't even know why I had to imitate it, and so he was like, let me help you more with that. So let me go behind the booth, and people do that. Producers do that when they have artists in the studio, to give them either, it could be a liquid, it could be smoke, or it could be encouragement right next to you, whatever. So he taps her hand like that. And then that's when Nikki walks in. He's going on. And Nikki sees him doing that in the booth with Johnny Blaze. She's upset. She's like, the song sounds like trash. It sounds zip zero. Who likes it? This is garbage. Who is this whack artist? Like, totally unprofessional. Somebody that you wouldn't want to bring anywhere. Somebody you would be embarrassed of. Like, hey, you're gonna walk in the studio and act like this. Like, you don't have any type of mannerism. You don't have any type of values about yourself, where you gotta let everybody. Nikki lets everybody see her sweat. She lets everybody know that she's insecure. She lets everybody know that she's wet for, and that's her man. You better not come around him or whatever. Like, come on, girl, get it together. You pretty, you got it going on, you got your own business. Why you gotta be so insecure? Why do you have to act like, why do you gotta let everybody know how you feel inside? You can't take that home. I wouldn't want to give you a key with the way you behaving. That's just my opinion. But Phor allows that behavior, and sometimes he wants her to be the man in relationship, and sometimes he wants her to be the woman in relationship. He gotta ultimately make up his mind, and so does Nikki. Gotta make up her mind. Is she gonna be cool? Is she gonna be calm, collective? Is she gonna be able to be logical, thinking, hey, my boyfriend's in the studio working out, he's working with an artist, he's not gonna disrespect me like that. But if you feel like every woman that's around him, that he's going to be tempted by them and you can't trust them, then why be with him? So Nikki, she's acting up, and so Johnny Blaze come out the studio like, did you like it? Did it sound? See that nasty girl right there? That's Velvet with her butt all open on Cobra's back, running with the camera just to get disgusting. I know it stinks. So anyways, so then from that, her and Phor go outside the studio and they're arguing, and she's like, oh, it sounds terrible. It's like the song's for you. He was like, she's like, I don't want that moaning. I don't like that moaning. I don't like this. I don't like that. Blah, blah, blah. Do. And he was like, come on, you got to calm down. You got to relax. She pushes him. I don't know if she's acting with this. And then the dude in the studio comes on. It's like, yo, you got to leave, Nikki. Nikki was like, I'll leave. She pushes him and she walks away. Look, how can anybody respect you or take you serious when you behave like that? Like childish, like throwing a tantrum. Like a little kid. Like, come on. So anyways, I'm like, yo, it's just too much. So anyways, it's Ryan, Danielle, Don, Van, Phor, Charmaine, Lily, And then, Ryan talks about, hey, I got this email, this company or this magazine place wants to herb or urban Inc. something wants to do a photo shoot on all of us, do a spreadsheet on us, and Charmaine was like, "Is everybody included? Is it the secretaries and the receptionists included, and the manager and all the stuff?" He was like, "Yeah, they want the whole nine mag." And it was then Charmaine goes, "Do Cobra gotta be there? Why Cobra gotta be there? Cobra this, Cobra that." And so then Lily was like, "Yeah, she's a snake. She talks junk. She's no good. She's this, she's that. I don't like her. And she talks, and she's fake. She ain't gonna never change." Danielle jumps in, was like, "Yeah, she's grimy." Charmaine's like, "She's a thief. She's this, she's that." Ryan got his head down. Van has his head down. He's just listening. He's very upset. You can see that this is building up. Phor is not saying, and he's just looking. He's just letting the girls go, because Phor, he just sits back and let drama happen in front of him. And I'm surprised Don is not saying anything. He's quiet. So the girls are just yip-yapping about how bad Cobra is. And so then Ryan was like, "Well, she's a part of the shop. She's part of Nine Mag. Yes, she's gonna be there. Yes, she's gonna be in the shoot. What kind of question is that?" And it was like, and so then Charmaine was like, "Oh, you fake. Don, you fake too. Don, you fake too as well. Don, you fake." No. Van didn't say anything. Van was quiet. Usually he'll get in when Cobra's saying something or whatever, but when they're talking about Cobra, but he's just quiet. He's not trying to get into the drama. But Don, he's sitting there and he's getting aggravated, and his tension is building up. And so Ryan got his head down. Like, Ryan's already stressed out. He just came back from having a heart attack, and they're just pounding this negativity on Ryan not to have Cobra, be a part of Nine Meg. Charmaine, you don't really do nothing but turn up and keep people interested, and you're just a receptionist, Danielle, and you're trying to do a clothing line now. Cobra actually tats too. She's actually an artist. She actually helped Ryan when he went out to Pennsylvania and did tattoos, and they met at the convention. She actually tattooed with them, so whatever. So I don't know where Junior's at. He's MIA. So Don, he just gets upset. He slams the table down, and it kind of break. And then what's his name? Ryan is just like, oh, and Ryan got that look like, this is how shit be. Like, Ryan is tired. Ryan's gonna retire from Black Ink Chicago. So, because his health is way more important than this drama. So anyways, it is what it is. And Don gives a speech talking about how terrible it is, how wrong you guys are, how, she can't be bullied and picked on. I have a sister with the same issues. She needs family. She needs love. She needs all the support. People, she needs understanding. And so, Charmaine was like, "Oh, you fake, you phony," and whatever. So they're going back and forth. And it's just a sad situation, because, none of these women have, a kindness or a gentle heart. They just want to be trashy and mean towards one another, especially Cobra, for some reason, because she's weak. People, she's like she's a sheep among wolves. That's what it is. And she gotta stand her ground. She gotta put her foot down. She gotta let them know they can't run over her. She gotta let them know that she's here to tattoo. She's here to stay. She's making her money. She's on Black Ink, and she's here to stay. She's part of Nine Meg. So what? If you want to talk junk, I can talk junk right back to you. We can talk junk all day. We can throw shots all day. But right now, you're not taking away my blessing. None of y'all gonna take away my blessing. Y'all are gonna leave before I leave. That would be my opinion. But anyways, it is what it is. And Lily's going on and on talking about she ain't gonna never change. She ain't gonna never change. She gonna always be the same because she's a snake. I'm like, Lily, you're a snake living for free. You screwed over Cobra. You screwed over Junior. You're screwing over the people in the shop like Don and like Ryan, because you're sitting here lying and making these stories up against Cobra because you mad because Cobra actually gave Junior a hint about what's going on. And hopefully Ryan could put two to two together, that when Junior came to him and was like, "Yo, look what Lily's doing out here," and showing him the Instagram photo, and then they showed Cobra the photo, and Cobra was like, "Yeah, I know him." So hopefully Ryan can put it together that, oh, this is payback, this is revenge. But Don, he's upset, he mad, and he don't like it because he wished that he could have been there to protect his sister. This is the type of bullying and the type of things that his sister went through because people didn't understand her and things like that. No one had a kind, gentle heart towards his sister. So it is what it is. Basically, Don is like, yo, she's misunderstood. Danielle, Charmaine, and Lily ain't trying to hear it. And Van ain't saying nothing. He's just looking, and Phor ain't saying nothing. So it is what it is. And so, Dawn was like, she needs help. She needs help. She's searching for a family. She's searching for love. And we know Cobra's always not always, but she talks about her being on a deep end and being on that ledge. And Ryan and Don knows this information, so they're trying to protect her. And I bet you Lily knows the information too, because they talked a lot. So anyways, we'll see what happens next episode. Peace. I'm out. One love. Thanks, my peeps, my peoples.